Hey book friends, it's me Caitlin and Tishka from Spill the Reads, and today we are doing a tag because it's Tag Tuesday. We are doing the Audiobook Tag, which is an original tag created by Joe and Mary at BookBuds, and I was tagged by the Ellen Made Book Club. All right. Also, hello. It's been 3 weeks since I last recorded a video. I was on a little trip. We were in the south of France and visiting some family, my partner's family, and Tishka got to see some family down there, and we just had a really nice time. So yeah, it feels kind of like I had a little break from my computer, YouTube included, but we are back. And it's actually, I realized, I think my 1 year booktube anniversary, maybe even today. I know it was the end of May. So yeah, thanks for sticking around with me for a whole year. It's been really fun. I should probably maybe do like a video of what I've learned 1 year being on booktube. So yeah, probably be doing that soon. Tishka is pretty pissed at me right now because I just took away his dental treat. I had started recording some questions and then I listened to it and like you could only hear him like smacking away on his little treat. So maybe I'll give it back to him at the end. Not right now, baby. Anyway, let's get into the prompts. Number one, do you listen to audiobooks? If not, why not? Okay, I've really been into audiobooks in the last probably 2 years. I don't know why I never listened to them before. Maybe I just kind of thought of them as like something you listen to like in the car. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't listen to them. But since I have Libby, I have access to free audiobooks. And so usually I'll get in line for a book like in digital form, but then also in ebook form. And then I just kind of like decide which one is for me. But I listen to them a lot more these days when I'm like walking this guy in the park or when I'm cleaning. So they've just been like another way for me to be able to kind of get through more books since, you know, we don't have as much time as we'd like in a day to read. Kind of helps me like keep up with my reading goals. Yeah, so I'm definitely listening to them more and I'm really glad they exist. Number two, has your use of audiobooks changed over time? If so, how? I don't know that it's really changed, but it's more like that I've had certain preferences start to develop. Like something I've noticed I really enjoy is when there's a cast of narrators and it's not just the same person doing different voices, even if it does really impress me when narrators like manage to do different voices. But yeah, I also really like when there is like a little jingle or like sound effects going on. I think that's really cool. Like there's like a podcast thriller that I listened to, Listen for the Lie, and they had this little jingle. I can like hear it in my head now just thinking about it. And so like it really just kind of immerses you more in the story when it's meant to be read like a podcast and you're listening to it. You see how crazy he is when I bring out like treats? All right, Tishka, you can have it back, but if you make too much noise, you have to go in the other room. All right, let's see what the next question is. How do you choose which book will be read versus listened to? So I've noticed that since I'm usually multitasking, when I listen to an audiobook, in order to focus, like it has to be something that's more of like an exciting plot that's kind of easy to follow. I don't want to listen to something with super rich prose because I would rather like read it in my hand and be able to like highlight and just kind of like take my time with it. Do you look into narrators before you listen or go in blind? I'm pretty good with like recognizing voices, but so like I'll notice like, oh, it's that person's voice again, it's that narrator, but I don't know if I go as far as looking people up. So I guess I just go in blind. Do you multitask while audiobooking? I love that that's a verb. I like to audiobook. If so, what else do you do? Yeah, I definitely multitask. Walking Tishka, like cleaning, doing dishes, main times. Oh, and maybe like doing crafts when I'm doing crochet or attending to my plants, doing watercoloring. Yeah, definitely. If you're reading a series and you listen to the first book, would you ever switch to reading a later book, or do they now need to be listened to? Okay, so I feel like I don't read that many series right now, but my way of answering this question would be I'll start reading a book and then I'll switch to the audiobook, and it freaks me out when the voices don't sound like how I imagine the characters. It kind of gives me the same feeling as like when you watch a movie or a TV show adaptation of a book and they don't look the way that you expected. So, but I wouldn't like say, oh no, like I have to listen to them or read them in the same format that I started them in. Oh, I should show you what I use to listen to my audiobooks. So I have like other headphones that like you can't really see, but I don't want people to think I'm ignoring them, since I have a lot of interactions when I'm walking Tishka, and so I actually wear these honking things. That way, like everyone knows that I can't really hear them, and it's just more comfortable for going on big walks. Anywho, let's get to the next question. He is so active today. It's the magic of the treats. He's not asleep. He's usually always asleep. Okay, what percent of the books you're consuming currently are audiobooks? I would say half. I usually have a couple books cooking on here on my Kobo, and then I have a few different audiobooks going on. And everything is always a different mood. That way, whatever mood strikes, I have an audiobook to listen to. Bonus. Okay, I really like the bonus, and I will tell you why, because I discovered something. Do you have a favorite narrator or a favorite book that you enjoyed in the audiobook format? So I got excited because I listened to this book called Sad Janet by Lucy Bridge as an audiobook, and I never looked up the narrator, but I just looked her up. Okay, this was like a fantastic book and probably my favorite audiobook experience. Just a really, it's like a dark comedy book, and the voice just really enhanced like how funny the book was, the way that she read it. Okay, her name is Kristen Sieg. I don't know how to pronounce her. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Okay, anyway, so I looked her up on Libby, and I saw that she actually also narrated Sky Daddy, which, let me just show you guys how funny this is. I'm about 20 pages from the end of Sky Daddy, and this book is definitely a contender for one of my favorite books of the year. It's just blowing me away. I've been like really drawing out the ending because I don't want it to end. I even made a playlist of like songs that are like I feel like the mood of this book to just kind of like draw it out. And anyway, I saw that she narrated this book, and so now I'm in line on Libby, so I can read it again, but through this girl who I guess I can consider one of my favorite narrators. So that is very cool. So thanks for the bonus question for making me discover that. Okay, and I'll definitely be tagging some people. I know that this tag has like gotten around. I've seen it done by a lot of my book friends, so I'll have to see who hasn't done it yet. And if you would like to give Tishka his dental treat back, go ahead and like this video. Okay, Tishka, you ready? You want your treat back? Here we go. He loves these. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. It's nice to get back to BookTube, and I will catch up with you guys pretty soon. I'll definitely be doing a review for Sky Daddy and probably a reading wrap up for this month. I read some really interesting books this month, and I will catch you guys soon. Bye!
Adiós.